135 seems to be maybe a little down off the right, so probably playing 130. I have a pitching wedge. I have my 47 degree. I'm looking at playing at 130, and I kind of want to hold the wind. So I'm looking for like a lower kind of pinchy fade. So I want this to really have that nice low trajectory, so when it lands on, it's going to take one hop, there's a little backstop, and then it should have a little bit of grab to it and come back. Oh. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the shot I was looking to hit. The wind kind of, died down and landed way short, so it came off exactly how I wanted to. It was nice. It kind of had, it looked like it was really kind of grabbing and spinning and kind of had that sound off the blade, Yeah, so 50 yards to a back pin, so I'm not concerned so much about my carry on the front end. So I don't need to have as much of the release pattern, but I'm still gonna put the weight 70% forward, ball position's in a similar spot, face is at a similar angle, and the motion's similar. I just don't have that extra release to try and really get that extra spin, because I'd rather have it drivey to get up this ridge. That should be perfect. Second hop right into that ridge, slows it down, and then it just trickles up top. I just know that it's gonna do that, which is really nice, but I imagine that if you're in a position where, you're not so certain, then you may only be limited to like one shot, and that limits your ability to get at all the pins. This shot here is about, 30-something yards. I don't have like a 30-something yard shot, so it becomes feel at this point in time, but the downwind of this pin, it's got to cover this sand trap, so I can't go super low and bank it up. I can't, and I maybe have 15 feet of green to work with, so I'm trying to pitch it maybe 7 feet on, 10 feet short of the hole, and look for that first hop to do most of the damage of getting all the way to the hole, and after that start to pull back. So I open the blade up. I don't have a lot of bounce, which makes the shot a little bit easier. Widen the stance and my weight's forward, and I'm just thinking about a little bit of a cut release motion. So a little cut path with a little bit of release of face. And I know I'm not gonna hit it fat because my weight stays forward. So it's still a driving blow into the ball. But all that cut release pattern's doing is creating that spin necessary to get that ball to stop. And you clip it up there and two hop and stop. I get a little wide with my stance if it needs to get up in the air, so that it makes sure that I kind of get that blade. It's a little riskier, but it gets that blade shallower to the ground sooner. So I can create a little of that dynamic loft. So it's a wide stance, blades open, and I'm really just trying to maintain that weight. Say if it's 70% on my front foot here, just keep it at 70%. And I'm just trying to hit kind of a driving shot with that, letting the face being open at address, create the loft necessary to get it over. But that aggressiveness into the ground is what's creating that spin. So you get that combination of, all right, this is gonna launch high enough that I can carry this bunker, land it halfway between the bunker and the hole, but then it's gonna have enough spin that it's gonna kind of take that two hops and then it's just gonna check. For me, what I like to feel, especially as I get around the greens, is a nice balance. I don't want it to feel like a marshmallow, because I want to feel like I can hit that driving shot that does, that can get to a back pin. But I am still somewhere on, I want it to feel a little softer than average. It's about no distractions with the golf. Like, I don't even want to think about it, I mean, I've never had to. I've played the Pro V1X since, I was, as long as I can remember.